Hi, my name is Lockie, or to those who may know me personally, my name is Leon. As you can tell, this is a different type of video, but it's a video that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and it is to show you the setup that I've been building over the years. You all seem to love my transformation video, and I can't thank you all enough for all the support you've been giving me. Today we're going to go through and give you a tour of everything that I have in my room, and everything in my setup that's changed since the transformation video. I'm going to tell you whether I'd recommend or don't recommend the products that I have got. To start off the video, I'm going to give you an overlook of my room, and then we'll move on to looking at certain products within the setup. So with that being said, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on. I've been building my setup for nearly 6 years now. I started when I was 16 and I would save up each month when I would get paid, and whatever I could add, I would add. The reason I've done all this in this room is simple. At the end of the day, everything in this room is mine. It belongs to me. So even when I move out, I can take half of what is in here for me. That's one way that I look at it. Obviously, I love to game, but not only that, it serves the purpose of helping me with my passion. Filming and editing is something that I've been interested in all my life. Whatever it is that I've done, I've always had to pick up a camera or edit whatever it is I'm doing. So as this has gone on through the years, I've decided to take post-production as a course at university to hopefully further my career into video editing. So as much as this is my own personal space, it is also an investment for my future. People need to understand that something like this just doesn't come overnight. To get to this point that I'm at right now, it took a lot of time, research, perseverance, ultimately a lot of trial and error. To kick things off, here is my bed. I used to have it on the other side of the room, but it came to my best interest for it to be moved to this side. I've done this because it allows everything that is set up base to be in one corner of the room, and so that means that it's not all scattered about. On the back wall of my bed, I've decided to make an art wall with all of my photos, posters, signs. My favourite has to be the signed photo by Joe Calzaghe, one of the most underrated boxers of all time. And the funny story behind this photo and how I got it, I went to a talk night with my dad to see Nigel Benn, and at these events they auction off shorts, boxing gloves, you name it. They just auction off anything to do with boxing. Well anyway, 2 days previous to this event, I ended up watching the whole fight of Joe Calzaghe versus Roy Jones Jr. on YouTube for the first time, and when I seen it at the event, I just knew that I'd regret it if I didn't get it, and well, I'm so glad I did get it, because it's got to be my favourite one that I've got. But anyways, back to the topic of discussion. From my bed, we have my TV and console setup. TV is a Samsung 65RU7100, and I was lucky enough to get it for £300 off of my uncle. No complaints with it at all. I mean, I have a cinema in my own room, how can I complain? I'm able to watch TV, but I'm also able to just lay back and chill and play if that's what I want to do. Beneath that, we have the Govee Glide LED lights. I got these for about £63 when they were on sale, and it is honestly one of the best purchases I've ever made. Most of you will know how Govee works, but for those of you who don't know, the lights will connect through Bluetooth to the Govee app on your phone. There are many scenes to choose from, and say you don't like the scenes, you can just make your own. I'm able to set the time that they come on and off, and I'm yet to do it, but I believe that you can set them up with Alexa. So if you have been thinking about getting these lights, then I highly recommend it. Beneath that, we have a Samsung soundbar, which is connected to my TV and is put on a homemade riser. It was second-hand, but it does the job, so again, I can't complain, it sounds great. Then of course we have the PlayStation 5. I've managed to wire the HDMI cable from here to both my TV and to my monitors at my desk setup, so here, making it accessible from my bed or from my desk. By the right side of my PS5 I have a controller docking station, and on the left side I have a PlayStation logo LED light. As you can tell, I like my LED lights. These were gifts from Christmas. The charging dock is very useful, and the lights are for aesthetic, but do the job really well. They both cost me around £15 to £25 each, and you can find them anywhere on Amazon, and for that price you can't go wrong. As we move over, we can see that I've made my own IKEA lack shelf. I decided to make my own because I work at B&Q and I was able to make it for cheaper. Each level has its own segment. We have some Lego that me and my girlfriend have made together over time. Then going down we have my aftershave, my red Adidas Superstars that I've had for many years, and lastly some Minecraft Lego and a creeper headset stand that I got from Mankind. As we move over, this is where my desk setup starts. We can see that I have a lot of different things on this wall, and to start off we have two IKEA pegboards. I bought both boards and add-ons for around £50 altogether. It's again more for the aesthetic, but is useful for things that I can't store anymore, I don't have room for. As you can see, it's holding up my hats right now and stuff like that, so it definitely does serve its purpose. I only just added the keyboard to it. It was my mum's idea. She decided, why don't I put it up there and why don't I plug it in, because then all the lights would come on, and yeah, it looks great. I think it looks cool, so tell me what you think. Moving on, you can see I have a Devoom Pixel. I bought this for around £39 on Amazon Prime Day. I'd seen it and I'd instantly wanted it. I just thought it'd be that nice little touch for my setup. You're able to connect it to your phone through an app, and you can apply any sort of 8-bit pixel art that you can find on the app, or you can create your own. At the moment, I've got mine set to the red Punisher logo, but like I said, you can change it to anything you want. If it was not on price of £39, then I would not recommend it because it is a bit pricey. But at the time I had the money, it was on sale and I wanted it, so that's why I got it. I've just realised it's not even on. That's annoying. It won't set to the red Punisher logo now, yeah. And I'm using my phone to record, so I can't really stop it. That's annoying. Oh well, you see the point. Anyway, below that we have a neon red Floyd Mayweather Jr. photo. My girlfriend got me this for Christmas. I'm very much into my boxing, as you can tell, going on previously about the boxing events that I went to. It fits the theme of my setup. My setup is black and red. Obviously this part over here is blue, but my desk setup is black and red, so it fits the theme very nice, and it covers some cables that I don't want showing, so really it's a plus. On top of all of this, we have an on-air red LED light. Like I said, goes with the theme again. It was given to me at Christmas. The cool thing about this light is that it's powered through USB, so I plugged it into my computer, and so anytime that I turn my computer on or turn it off, the light will come on with it. I just think it's a cool little touch. When the computer comes on, I'm on air. This costs around £15 to £20 from Mankind, and I'm sure there's other alternatives out there on Amazon, eBay, etc. So just have to have a look, but yeah, around £15 to £20, I definitely recommend it. And lastly, on this wall we have an LED clock. I mean, if you haven't seen one of these, you must be living under a rock, because everyone and their dog's fish has one. But yeah, all jokes aside, it costs around £10 from Amazon. It does the job. I can't complain. But like I said, everyone's get it. So if you want to look for something a bit more unique, then try to get something else, because a lot of people do have this. But if you are looking for just a simple clock, then you can't go wrong. Now we're done with the back wall, we can now move on to the right side of the room where my desk setup is. So let's start with the desk. I've used 2 IKEA Kallax straws to hold up my laminate worktop that I got again from B&Q. I had it all cut to size to fit directly into the concave in my wall, so it fits perfectly. I'm then running a triple monitor setup because why not? It's very useful when coming to editing for myself. Being able to use each monitor just makes my workflow a lot easier. All the screens are different. We have an Acer 27-inch monitor, we have an MSI 27-inch monitor, and then we also have a Corsair 27-inch monitor, I think that's how you say it. The MSI and the Acer monitors are both 1080p 144Hz, and then the Corsair monitor is 244Hz 1080p. I got it for a deal of £189 off from Amazon. I'd never heard of the brand before, so I was a bit skeptical, but so far I've not had any problems. The only thing that I could slate about it is that the colour is it's just a bit bland, but that's the only thing. For £189, a 244Hz monitor, 1080p, you can't go wrong with that at all. Definitely a good pickup for me at the time, especially with upgrading my computer. If you are looking for a cheapish, good performing monitor, then that is a brand to look at. They're on Amazon. Try get it for around £189. I won't go any more than £200 though. Like I said, I can't really say much about the other monitors. At the end of the day, there's so many monitors out there, so you just got to get whatever suits your preference. If I'm being honest, I can't actually find the specs of these 2 monitors, the Acer and the MSI, because they're so old. I know I got the MSI from Curry's at Black Friday. I think that was about 3 years ago. And then I got the Acer monitor, it's got to be nearly 5 years ago now. My guess is that they've been discontinued, but then they would have obviously done a up-to-date standard of the monitor. With that all being said, I will leave all the links to the products that I can find in this video in the description below. So if any of you guys are looking to find anything that you see in the setup that you're interested in, then the links will be there down below. And then whilst you're there, please leave a like and subscribe. It tells YouTube you like my content. We now move on to the mouse, the keyboard, and the mouse mat. So for the keyboard, I'm using the 2023 Apex SteelSeries TKL. I got it for around £120 on sale again down from £189. This is a great keyboard. Previously to this, I had an Apex M750, I believe it's called. I loved it. It was brilliant. And it was getting a bit older. Some of the buttons weren't, like, they would work, but then sometimes they wouldn't. So I just thought it was time for an upgrade. Funny story is, I thought I was getting an Apex TKL the first time when I ordered my keyboard, and I got the M750. At the time, I didn't know any different. I just thought it was the Apex Pro TKL, until obviously I did a bit of research and looked into it. But yeah, so now I've got the Apex SteelSeries 2023 edition TKL. Yeah, not had any problems with it at all. It's great. It's got some good customization on it, especially within the SteelSeries app. I'm using some HyperX pudding keycaps to, well, I like my LEDs, so to show off the lights, I guess. Altogether, I'd recommend it all, especially if you're into LEDs, then these pudding caps are very useful. And I think I got them for around £30 again from Amazon, so if you have that money to spend, then definitely pick them up. For my mouse, I'm using the latest glorious Modular 2 in black. It was a birthday present, and is my favourite mouse that I've ever used. It's really light and it feels very solid. It costs around £60 to £90 depending on whether you want the wired or wireless. And I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're going to be playing games such as Fortnite, Call of Duty, etc. And then finally we move on to the mousepad. The mousepad I actually didn't buy. It was given to me from my cousin because he owns a brand called Ghost Glides. Unfortunately, this mousepad has sold out, but for £15 you get one of the best mousepads out there on the market. And I know he's my cousin, I'm not trying to be biased, but he has worked with various esports brands to develop these products that he's making to make sure it gives you that competitive edge. And I'm not being funny, but for the design that you get for £15, the way it feels and that, it's no cheap mousepad. With the advice from some of the best professional gamers out there, I guarantee you will not find a better mousepad for this price. If you are looking for it and it is out of stock, just keep your eye out because I'm sure there'll be new ones coming soon. Moving on from the peripherals, we then have 4 shelves. Top shelf is a laminate worktop once again, cut to size to fit directly into the concave. I hate exposed LEDs, so having them able to be reflect off of the walls and the roof is great. If you're going to get any sort of LED lights, Govee is the way to go, no questions asked. The rest are floating shelves that I again got from work. On the right I have some Logitech Z333 Bluetooth speakers that I have connected to my PC. I am looking to upgrade solely because I've had them for such a long time now, and unfortunately the base speaker has blown. But for the price of about £50, they are great budget speakers that you can go with for great sound. Below this shelf, I have Nanoleaf light panels. I've had these for as long as I can remember. These are one of the first things that I got for my setup back in the day. These are pricey, coming in for about £170 to £250. So if you can get them on a deal, then I would recommend, but if not, there are cheaper alternatives out there that I would suggest going for. Onto the left shelf, so I've decided to crisscross them, displaying all the soldiers and army toys that I used to use and have when I was a kid. I made my own shelf pipe bracket that goes up through the bottom, through the 2 shelves and up through the top into the wall. I just thought it was a little touch that I could add, and I just thought it was cool. I thought it was different. And this is what I mean about adding your own touch to your setup. Not everything has to be how you see it, how you see everyone else's stuff. Things can just come to you. The way you want to do things can just spring to mind. So just keep an open mind and yeah, just add your own touch to your setup, because I promise you, you'll feel a lot better about it comparing to just copying someone else. Moving on to my headphones. For audio, I use the SteelSeries Arctis 9 headset that I picked up for about £120 on Amazon Prime Day again. It is my second pair, as my dog Woody broke my first pair, knocking them off the side. But other than that, I have no complaints. I can also use them as general headphones, which is great, so just using them to listen to music through Bluetooth. The price of £120 I would highly recommend, but for the standard retail price of £189 I would avoid, because this headset seems to go on sale quite a lot. So if you are looking at getting this headset and at the time you're looking at it, it's not on sale, then please wait, because I promise you there'll be a deal right around the corner. And then for the latest pickup in this setup, it is indeed this microphone. It is the Fifine AM8T microphone kit, and for £76 this came with the boom arm and the microphone itself. I mean, you could hear it. It's what you want from a microphone. And so for that reason, honestly, if you want a decent mic, a dynamic microphone, £76 with a boom arm, then you cannot go wrong. As well, it's got its own light with it, which is very unique. You don't really get that with many products now. So yeah, I would highly recommend this microphone. Before we move on to the last part of the setup, I just want to add some honourable mentions. First of all, we have a Michael Jordan Funko Pop that cost me around £10 from a shop on holiday. A custom number plate with your name. You can pick these up for about £15 from Amazon. A floating shelf that you can get for £13 so your dog doesn't chew your shoes. And finally, a boxing punch bag for your desk when you get stressed. This cost me about £20 from Amazon. Finally, we move on to the core of the setup, the PC itself. If you haven't watched my PC building video, then make sure you go and watch it. But overall, this computer has cost me around £1,000 so far, and still is yet to be finished. I need a new graphics card, and would like to add more fans and cable extensions, etc. So that's a spoiler for a coming video. But moving on to my computer and the specs. For the graphics card, we have my PC's old 2060. Paired with an Intel i7-14700K, and I know this is the biggest bottleneck ever. Please don't destroy me in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to be getting an upgrade soon. I have 32GB of Corsair's DDR5 RGB RAM, a 2TB Crucial SSD, my old PC's SSD that has Windows installed on it, so it's only about 500GB. For the motherboard, we have an MSI Z790 Gaming Plus Wi-Fi motherboard. And to power all of this, I'm using a Coolermaster RM850E power supply. I forgot to add, but I'm also using a Deepcool LS720 all-in-one liquid cooler. This is all enclosed within the Montech Air Max 903 case, which is a great budget case with great airflow if you are looking to build a PC. This PC can handle anything, honestly. Editing high resolution footage, gaming at a high frame rate, you name it. This was the first PC that I've ever built, and if there's anything that I can take from this is, if you are looking to be building yourself a PC, then please do not get yourself a pre-built, and take your time to research and look into building your own, because I promise you, not only will you feel great when you do so, it is so much better than any pre-builts that you can get for the prices nowadays. It's one of the best things I've done, and I'd recommend it to anyone, honestly. And well, with all of that being said, that is my room tour complete. Like I said, it took me a long time to get to this point, a lot of trial and error, but with perseverance you can really create your own setup that you'll eventually be really proud of. If you made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. I wouldn't be making these videos if it wasn't for you guys. Like I said, I'll be making a video soon of me upgrading my PC, so keep an eye out for that one. To do so, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss it. And so, if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like and give some feedback in the comments below. And until then, take it steady, and I hope to see you all again soon. Cheers.